Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're back today, episode number 11 of Q&A Sunday. We had a week off last week just because I didn't really have the time to do so, but we're back today and we're going to get straight into the questions. And we got some Game of the Week action here from FIFA 14, PlayStation 4. I went on there, had a quick gander at what was available. There was some Arsenal, Bayern Munich, which I've already done. A couple of really boring games, but this is probably about the most exciting I could find. Wolfsburg against Bayer Leverkusen. I think it's second against fifth. It's on Legendary. I'm playing as Wolfsburg at home. And, it's 5-minute halves because I wanted to try and squeeze it in on Facebook because I upload it and then download it. So we're going to get into the questions. Make sure you submit them this week. Please submit them on the website more than on YouTube here in the comments section because I'm not really going to be taking... I do look at all the comments, but generally I take all the questions from the website. So head over to thetruebrits.com, go to, I don't even know what it's under now, PES 2014 or something, Q&A Sunday. Just submit the questions, it's easy as that. And we're going to get into it. Hopefully the lighting's alright. It's 12:30 in the morning right now, and this is the only time I can get one going. So hopefully you guys can see me. So anyway, we get into it straight away. Andrea Silva says, did you enjoy doing the London 2012 Olympic Series? And where did you get those funny names from? Homosexual, alcoholic, a lot of vagina. Keep up your great videos. I did enjoy doing them. That was actually way back now, wasn't it? 2012. I think I probably had less than 1,000 subscribers at that point. And, yeah, probably a few hundred, really. And I was just messing around. I thought, it'd be funny to do a bit of commentary. Me and my brother actually did a couple together. And I thought it'd be more of a laugh to get some funny names going. A lot of vaginas from Austin Powers. Homosexual, just kind of like Homer Simpson. But I just added sexual at the end because it's like a homosexual. Alcoholics, the same thing. There's loads of names you can come up with. Ben, Dover, Joe, King. So I just Googled them, came up with some stupid names. And... made the videos. A lot of people actually got really pissed in some of them Olympic videos because they're saying I was racist. I wasn't being racist. It was just the way I was saying because I was calling Chinese people look the same and stuff. It was just me being jokey and messing around. But some people took offense to that. But it was good fun. It was just something I started in 2012 for a bit of fun. If another Olympic game comes out, I'm going to do the same. I will put some of that up. Doing what I do, I commentate like it's real life. Why not? It'll be a little bit of a laugh. But great question as well. Okay, next question from Rafik Silva says, hi TTB, what do you think of Thiago Silva? And what do you think of Clarence Seedorf as manager of AC Milan? Greetings from Holland. Greetings from USA over here. Thiago Silva's a great defender, isn't he? Very solid, quality. Probably one of the best defenders around. He's playing at Paris Saint-Germain and... I think he could go to a better league. Do you know what I mean? Man United should snap him up. Vidic is probably going to be leaving the end of the season. So, I think he's a fantastic defender. Clarence Seedorf as a manager, I think it's going to be alright. I think it'll work out. AC Milan are having a nightmare of a season, just like United. I think they're, 9th at the moment? And they lost in the Champions League, as you probably would expect, against Atletico Madrid. Although they didn't play too bad. Kaká had a good game. But I think they're going to give him a little bit of life. He's won a lot of trophies. He's played at the highest level. I think he's going to do well, because he knows AC Milan. He's been there for years and years and years. Played there, obviously played at other teams as well. But I think overall he is going to be a sturdy manager. But we thought that about David Moyes, so you never know. Next up from Man United fan says, hey TTB, do you think that David Moyes will renew Vidic's contract by the end of the season, considering he is the best defender on the squad? Greetings to you from Canada. Once again, greetings from the US. No, he's not going to renew it. I don't think Vidic has already said he wants to leave. So, he's going to leave. It's going to be a big loss. Yes, he is the best defender at United. There's no question about that. But I don't think, he's not young anymore. He's nearly 30 now, isn't he? Maybe he is 30. I think he's 29 or something. But United can go and buy someone else. You know what I mean? Vidic has been at United. He's been loyal. He's done a good job. He's won trophies. And he wants to move on. And fair play to him. If United were doing better this season, he probably would have stayed. But they haven't. And you move on. You roll with it. Unfortunately, Wayne Rooney is hopefully going to stay. Signs another contract. I think he's on, 300 grand a week? Absolutely ridiculous amount of money to be making. But that's what you got to do in this business. You've got to pay ridiculous amounts of sums of money to be able to keep the top players. So, unfortunately, Vidic is going to be going, and us United fans are going to have to live with that. Next up from Derkudez, he says, which game is better in your opinion? I've had this question so many times. PES or FIFA, and why? Greetings from London. Greetings from the US again. What's better? Well, obviously next gen FIFA's better because there is no next gen PES version, but current gen, both of them, that's a great header there. Get in there, son. Top quality finish. But I think they both have their pros and cons. PES has got better. There's no question about that. It has got better. The patches that have been coming out have improved the gameplay. When it first came out, it was shambolic. I mean, it was terrible. FIFA, on the other hand, is a lot better on next gen. I think they have their pros and cons, and it really is a mixed bag. I have so many people coming in every day when I wake up, new emails from people that have seen my my trailer breakdown, which is, you know, pretty old now. But some people come in and say PES is shite. Some people come in and say FIFA's shite. Some people love PES, some people love FIFA. Personally, I can enjoy both the games without really slagging one of them off. I don't see why people can't just enjoy one or the other. Get both or get one or the other. Simple as that. If you don't like PES, don't play it. If you don't like FIFA, don't play it. FIFA is probably a little bit more arcadey. Next gen version is a little bit more simulation, whereas PES is more of a simulation game, but the AI is so bad at times, it messes it up. The goalies have been disappointing. So for me personally, I'm not going to say one's better than the other. I'm going to say buy what you want to buy, enjoy what you want to enjoy, and just play what you want to play. Hope that answers your question. Next up from Pilky Man, says, hi, random question, but what do you think of tattoos and piercings? Do you have any? And if not, would you? No, I don't have any piercings, no tattoos, nothing. I'm all clean, and it's a personal choice. My girlfriend actually has like probably 4 or 5. She's got a couple on her back, which I'm not against. I don't mind as long as they're not like on your face. It's up to you. I wouldn't mind having one probably here on my shoulder, just because, you know, I work out a lot. I like to show off the old guns now and then, so, you know, why not? I wouldn't have one on my chest. I wouldn't have one on my abs. Maybe, you know, just a little one on the arm, I think, if I was going to get one. On the back, I think, is kind of pointless. You can't even see it, you know what I mean? What's the point of getting it? You can't actually see it yourself unless you're looking in a mirror. Some people have them on their legs. I don't really see the need, because then you got to wear shorts all the time. You know, if you get one on the legs, you got to wear shorts because you got to let everyone see them. So I don't have any, but if I was to get one, probably around here or on the other side. Alright, next up from Sergio Borini. He says, hey TTB, I was wondering if you ever played Football Manager. I highly recommend it. If you haven't, you probably couldn't make videos for it because it might not suit your style of commentary, but I definitely think you should check it out. Now, yes, I have played Football Manager. In fact, they've had so many different... No, there was Championship Manager now, isn't there, I think, and there's Football Manager. One of them's crap, one of them's good. And, yeah, I haven't probably played it in about 9 years. But I used to play it a lot back in England. I would sit down, Players United, and or someone else, and I did thoroughly enjoy it, especially with the new engine when it came up with the 3D. I don't know if I've played it in the 3D version, but you know, the 2D little dots that move around and stuff. Yeah, I used to play it. I don't think it would suit my commentary. I think it'd be very boring if you guys watch me play Football Manager. So I don't think we're going to go there. But yeah, it's a good game, and I have definitely played it. Next up from Zelina Jabbar says, have you travelled to other countries? Yes, I have, not whilst being in America, because if I leave, I won't be allowed back in, which is always nice. But yeah, I've been to Spain, Cyprus, Belgium, obviously England. I went to Wales for like an hour and a half to watch the the Community Shield. Where else have I been? Belgium, if I said that. Yeah, Mallorca, Spanish. Haven't been to Italy. I thought I had been to Italy when I was young, but I hadn't. Apparently, my parents said no, you haven't. Your sister did when she was like 1, but you never went, which was nice. Paris. I've been to France as well. So yeah, I mean, I lived in Europe. I've travelled around. I've seen different countries. I would like to go to like Australia. Obviously, it's a long trip, but I don't like bugs. I hate insects, and those things are freaking huge. The spiders are like as big as this tablet, and I wouldn't be able to cope with it, to be honest with you. I hate cockroaches, and they're all over my house. You know, they're always in America. I'm always spraying around because I hate bugs. But yeah, I'd like to go to Australia, but I have travelled, so good question. Next up from Zvid Soik. Do you speak any other languages besides English? Love your videos and keep them rolling. I will keep them rolling. Do I speak any other languages? No, I took German. I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 1 to 12. Ich habe grüne Augen und mein Name ist TTB. You know, I think that means my eyes are green and my name is TTB, but might not. So that's about it. That's about all the German I can speak. I did take Italian actually for a while. I remember this back when I was in England and I was young. I was probably about 8 or 9, and I absolutely hated it. I hated it. The teacher was such an arse. He was so strict. And I think the only sentence I ever learned was, "Can I go to the toilet?" Because that's the only thing I wanted to do. Every time I went in class, I wanted to go to the toilet and get out of class. And finally my parents said, "Alright, you're not learning anything in this. We're going to take you out." But it would have been nice to learn Italian, being half Italian myself. But I've never really been one for learning another language. I don't have the patience. So, great question. Alright, next up from Mr. Onky100. How many games do you have on the PS4? Thank you, TTB. Cheers from Indonesia. Indonesia, see you guys all over the world. It's brilliant to have such a vast people watching my videos. Fantastic. How many games do I have? I think I've only got 4. I've got Battlefield 4, FIFA 14, NBA 2K14, and Need for Speed Rivals. So that's it. And then there's a couple of PSN games that I've downloaded. Don't Starve, which is actually a really good game. Really tough though. I mean, if you haven't played it, check it out. What else? That horror game that just came out. What's it called? I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it now. Something. It's a horror game. It just came out on the PSN. Scary as I'll shit myself trying to play that one. But that's basically all the games I have for the PlayStation 4. Alright, next up, Enigma AO says, what do you think will happen to PES as a company if PES 2015 is not up to scratch? Well, they're going to just lose more money, aren't they? Simple as that. They're going to lose sales. A lot of sales. Because FIFA Next Gen is very good. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I've got my own Ultimate Team. If you haven't checked out my Twitter, I put my Ultimate Team that I have running right now. I wish I could get some gameplay so I could get it running, but, you know, we all know the whole dealio. But, you know, Konami have to produce something. They have to come up with some brilliant game this year, on PS4, on Xbox One, on the PC. Whether the PC will be running the new engine that the PS4 is going to be on. Hopefully it will. I mean, they're going to be using the Fox engine anyway, but everything has to be fine-tweaked. Animations have to be flawless. And if it's crap, they're going to lose a ton of money, a ton more supporters. And, you know, Konami isn't a huge company. They don't make a lot of games each year. You know, they make Metal Gear Solid, obviously. But apart from that, you know, Castlevania and Kingdom Hearts and stuff. But, you know, you would think they would put more money into PES because football is huge. I mean, huge. FIFA make a lot of money each year. How many people watch the Champions League final? Hundreds and hundreds of millions. So football is a huge part of the sport. You know, everyone plays it, everyone watches it. So Konami really have to invest if they want to, you know, make money out of it. You got to put money into it. So hopefully next year is going to be the one. But we'll have to see. We've been saying this all along. I've been saying this since, you know, September. That PES 2015 has to be something special. Okay, we're running out of time, so maybe one more here. Oliver Santrak says, hi TTB. First of all, I have to thank you for answering my questions. Here is another one. What do you think about the Portuguese Nani who is playing for United? Thank you, love your videos. I think Nani is a great player when he's playing. I mean, I haven't seen... Is he injured now? I don't even know what's going on with him, to be honest with you. But he is a very good player. There was a time last season, or just after Ronaldo left, he was playing phenomenal. He was scoring goals. You know, he has great feet as it is. He's a great winger with potential, and he's still young. But he just doesn't want to be played, apparently, by David Moyes. I don't know if he's injured. I don't know what's going on with him. But I think he's a very solid player, and he should play more. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was this week's game of the week. That was this week's Q&A Sunday. Stick around for some more next week. Predict those scores, but until next time, take care.